watching when keeping it real goes wrong.
This is just very stupid. I don't know why they keep on doing it.
They're not accomplishing anything by doing this, but they hurting their neighborhoods, they hurting their stores.
Free iPhones! Free iPhones!
Police are now using this video for evidence. People swarming the Center City Apple Store Tuesday night, grabbing phones and tablets and bolting. Police say that voice you hear belongs to 21-year-old Deja Blackwell, known as Meatball on social media. Behind the narration, live streaming the looting, amassing thousands more followers, and broadcasting what stores and which locations to loot. Police say a caravan of vehicles drove to different locations, all the while Blackwell broadcasting and encouraging people to follow. Now at least 52 people have been arrested, including Blackwell. You see her crying in her mugshot. She posted bail overnight and is expected back in court next month.
A few moments later.
But the woman known as Meatball did have something to say before going back inside her home. Do you have a message for people?
I just prefer, never loot again, stay out of trouble, and never go to jail.
So you regret what happened?
I regret it.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, hit y'all another video. Hope y'all are having a very great day. Hope y'all are having a very great week also. My day is going absolutely magnificent. Big shout out to all the channel members and subscribers of the Trey King Show family. And much love to each and every last one of you all. And you all, we have a store out of Pennsylvania by way of Philadelphia. And big shout out to everybody in the great state of Pennsylvania. Everybody inside the great city of Philadelphia. Now, before I start this story, I want to send a special thank you out to my channel members and also to my subscribers for sending me this story. And also, keep these stories coming. And also, before I start this story, I want to send a special condolence out to the family of Eddie Irizarry, the man who was tragically killed by Officer Mark Dow. Now, after reviewing the video of seeing Officer Mark Dow in Eddie Irizarry, it clearly shows that Mark Dow committed murder. And for those who don't know how the looting took place, let me give you a little backdrop. Now, Officer Mark Dow did a traffic stop. He stopped Eddie Irizarry in the Kensington section of Philadelphia. Upon Officer Mark Dow exiting his vehicle, Eddie Irizarry was still inside of his vehicle, but as Officer Mark Dow approached the vehicle, he said Eddie Irizarry had a knife on him. Now, it's even more troublesome because Mark Dow used a self-defense plea. I don't understand how it's self-defense because, number one, Officer Mark Dow has a gun on him. He's outside the vehicle. Now, Eddie Irizarry, as you all see this picture right here, he's sitting inside of his vehicle with the window rolled up. So how is he a threat to you? It's not like he was running after Mark Dow. It's not like his door was open and he was getting ready to exit his vehicle to come toward Mark Dow. No, it clearly shows him sitting inside of his car with the window rolled up. And that's when Officer Mark Dow shot him down like he was a dog. And I don't mean no disrespect by that because it's very sad what happened to this young man. Now, fast forward, you have a popular social media influencer who go by the name of Deja Blackwell, better known as Meatball. Meatball took to Instagram, basically encouraging the people to come down and loot and basically break into these people's businesses. And just like a bunch of dummies, most of them did because that's very crazy. Now, understand, look here, we're not making no excuses up for the cop because the cop was wrong. He should have been charged with murder. So let's get that out the way. But at the same time, we have to understand when these cops do these type of things, we cannot sit up here and tear up our own businesses. We cannot sit up here and tear up our own communities, our own neighborhoods. It's a right and a wrong way to do things in life. Now, the correct way to get justice for Eddie Irizarry and people like him, people who have fell victim to police brutality, the way to get justice is to go to these courthouses, protest, and get these elected officials up out of office. And guess what? They put somebody in there that's going to hold these cops accountable. That's how you get change. You don't get change by tearing up your own communities. They get you nowhere. It's a way to fight your battles in life. Now, also to add to that, this story shows you why it's very important to listen to the right people in life because some people will sit up here and lead you to hell. You get what I'm saying? The blind leading the blind. Now, what's even more crazier is the fact that 52 people were arrested and they're also trying to arrest more people because they have video footage of this whole incident taking place. Now, you would think out of all these people that was arrested, number one, Meatball would be the toughest one out of everybody in the whole damn bunch. But she's the main one crying in her mugshot or whatnot. So I don't understand how Meatball lawyer trying to paint her out to be a victim when she the one took to her social media platform and told the people to come down and break into these businesses and started looting. So you would think naturally that the one who's calling the shots, the one who's telling these people to do all this, the main one who's bucking these people up, you would think they'd be the main one on the front line holding their ground. But no, she was the weakest one out of everybody, crying in her damn mugshot, and then had the nerve to want to antagonize the police. And number one, we're not taking up for the police. So let me say that once again, because you got to make yourself very clear on YouTube. Now, you would think that she would be the toughest one. You would think, number one, that she would be in her mugshot looking all tough like this, just booted up or whatever. You get what I'm saying? You would not be crying. But she said she learned her lesson. She said she never want to go back to jail, as you all can hear right now.
But the woman known as Meatball did have something to say before going back inside her home. Do you have a message for people?
I just prefer, never loot again, stay out of trouble, and never go to jail.
So you regret what happened?
I regret it.
So once again, let me tell you all, this is why it's important to follow the right people, because people are so influenced by the wrong damn people. But anyway, we're going to break the rest down as I read a snippet from this story. I'm going to read a quick snippet from this story, and I am going to give my opinion, all of it. Surely, as we go, teary-eyed influencer Meatball, who live streamed Philadelphia looting mayhem, is charged with 6 felonies in crying a damn river. I mean, damn, girl, what you crying for? That's what I want to know right there. You already in trouble going to jail. I mean, you never been to jail before? I mean, damn, ain't you from Philly? What side of Philly you from? Anyway, the Philadelphia social media influencer arrested while she live streamed Tuesday night looting mayhem fought back tears as she was charged with 6 felonies. And look, mama, you supposed to be up there in that mugshot just like this, with your chest out, with your back straight, looking just like that. You get what I'm saying? You supposed to be the toughest one. You got the nerve to want to go on your social media platform and talk all that noise. You get what I'm saying? And this shows you how some people are in life. Now, look here. The way you're going to find out somebody real or fake, guess what? When the real pop off. You feel what I'm saying? Like if they talking all this mess like they a good fighter or they about their life, which, I don't care nothing about none of that. You get what I'm saying? Now, you would think those people who talk the loudest will have the biggest bite. But guess what, though? Some of these people with the biggest barks or the biggest cows, you get what I'm saying? They're not going to bust a damn grape in a damn wet paper bag. Anyway, now Deja Blackwell, better known as Meatball, shared her first-hand view of the chaos in which looters targeted several businesses, including Apple, Foot Locker, and also other businesses before being caught. Damn, you know what I'm saying? Now, I don't understand how can y'all see somebody get killed and it gives you the right to go break into people's businesses and whatnot. You're doing nothing but tearing up your own city. Now, out of a few things going to happen, number one, you're going to get arrested, or you may just get shot by some of those business owners, or they're going to take the business out your neighborhood, which is going to further bring your taxes down or raise the taxes up in your city, or the people who work at these jobs who need these jobs more than ever, especially right now in this crazy economy that we have. So people need their jobs more than ever. So you really not accomplishing a damn thing by tearing up your own damn cities, by bringing it to these businesses and whatnot. That's not how you fight a battle. The way you fight these battles, like I told you all earlier in the video, you vote these people out these offices, these elected officials that you all put in office that's not doing a damn thing, that's up here turning a blind eye to police behavior. And also, when police kill people, we should be upset. We should hold them accountable because they took an oath to swear to protect the people. But at the same time, we should be just as mad when we kill each other. You get what I'm saying? Everyday people who are not in law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? All those murders that happen in Philly, you rarely hear anybody marching or protesting. And it's just not in the city of Philly. This is in Houston. This is in LA, Baltimore, anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Now, if we're going to be right, we got to be right all the way. We cannot just be halfway right. You get what I'm saying? So if we're going to get mad when the police do something, we should get mad when we do something ourselves. Now, anyway, let's continue. In the videos posted to her Instagram stories, Blackwell can be heard laughing and cheering on the other looters as she stood by and watched the chaos unfold and basically calling more people to come down there and tear up these damn stores and whatnot. And I don't understand that. I mean, you would think, number one, by you being a social media influencer, don't you know that you can get all kinds of charges?
This is looting. This is riot. And the DA and the Justice Department, the courts, need to make sure these people pay a price for what they did.
By telling people to come down here, using your influence, the little power that you have to persuade people, don't you know they can give you all kinds of charges for that? That's crazy. And the main thing is, you lucky you did not do that on YouTube, because YouTube would have took that channel. Now, I don't know how Instagram works as far as they go, or TikTok work, but YouTube would not tolerate that. Anyway, let's continue. Now, this is what things got crazy at. At one point during her live stream, Blackwell turned her face to the camera and challenged the cops to arrest her. And guess what? When the cops came and arrested her, that's when she started wanting to cry in a damn mugshot. How you going to cry when you tell the people to come arrest you? You get what I'm saying? That's just like you tell somebody to shoot you and they shoot you, and then you sit up there and start crying. No, you ask for it. And they have an old saying, if you ask, then ye shall receive. And you received it, or arrest. So you should have been happy in that mugshot. You should have been up there like this. Or at least booted up. You get what I'm saying? Not crying. Damn. Anyway, now this is what Deja Blackwell, a.k.a. Meatball, had to say. She says this. Tell the police they're either going to lock me up tonight or it's going to get lit. It's going to be a movie, she said at one point during her live stream. And she talking cash, money, shit. You get what I'm saying? And Meatball also goes on to say, this is what happens when we don't get justice in this city. So like I told you all, I understand people get mad when these cops do this type of stuff. And you should get mad. But there's a right and a wrong way to do things. But at the same time, injustice is just not when cops do people wrong. It's when we do each other wrong, like I explained earlier. You get what I'm saying? All those killings that take place, everybody should be upset. Instead of sitting up here saying, well, this side of the city is harder. This side of the city is more thugger or whatnot. You get what I'm saying? It's like we want it both ways. We cannot have it both ways. Anyway, let's continue. And also add to the story, Blackwell's video showed hordes of looters rushing into the Apple store and running out with iPhones and tablets. And this is what Blackwell had to say right here. She said free phones, free iPhones for everyone. I mean, basically encouraging the people to come and steal. So once again, what somebody getting killed got to do with somebody breaking into businesses and stealing their merchandise and whatnot? I don't understand that. Make that make sense to me. Why? How? I mean, how do we see somebody losing their life and then we automatically think to go steal something? Chances are you've been wanting to steal something. Anyway, let's go and close up because somebody got mad at that. And now in closing, because some of y'all wondering how these people got arrested. They told on their damn selves, and this is how. Police used the social media posts of Blackwell and other alleged looters to determine their precise location amid the chaos, according to the Philadelphia Police Department. And on Wednesday, Meatball was handled 8 separate charges, including 6 felonies stemming from her involvement with the looting, according to the news station. Now, you got to ask yourself, what kind of big fool sit up here, number one, and encourage people to do wrong? And also, what kind of fools listen to somebody telling them to do wrong and then go out there and do wrong? Now, this whole situation could have got way more worse because you don't know how these cops are going to react to you breaking into these businesses. And also, you don't know how some of these business owners are going to react. Because what if one of these business owners was inside of their business and you having a break in there and they gun you down? Now we have another dead person. So you got to ask yourself, if you see injustices, guess what? It's a way to fight that. You go down to the courthouse, you petition, and most of all, you get the right people in office who are going to sit up here and stand for what's right. Now, as of just a couple of days ago, the charges against Officer Mark Dow has been dropped, has been dismissed by the judge. Even though the family of Eddie Rosari is filing a lawsuit against the city of Philadelphia and also the Philadelphia Police Department. Anyway, you all let me know what you think about this story. But like I'm going to tell you all, it pays to do right. It pays to listen to the right people in life. And I understand people get upset. I understand, some of our emotions get the best of us sometimes. But at the same time, never sit up here and let somebody tell you to go do something wrong. And then you go do something wrong. And then they encourage you to do wrong. And then you look up and you see them crying. And now they're singing a whole different tune. I mean, damn. But anyway, this is what you call when keeping it real goes wrong. Do the right thing in life. And guess what? When you see injustices, it's a way to fight that injustice, just like I told y'all. Anyway, you all let me know what you think about this story. If there's anything I may have missed or misinformed, not my true intent, please let me know in the comment section, or you can email me and we can talk about it more there. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member. Also, share the video with your family and friends. Till next time, you all stay blessed, and I will see y'all soon on the next Trey King Show. And guess what? I'm out.
You're watching When Keeping It Real Goes Wrong.